The Americans were already supplying the Allies, but as the Japanese, which we think caused the attack, are allies with the Axis powers, this will make it an easier decision for the Americans to join the fight in Europe. To answer these questions, we have a reporter and eyewitness on the scene right now. Going to you, Grace.
This is Grace Tripp reporting live from Honolulu, Hawaii, where multiple Japanese fighter planes crashed into boats on the U.S. military base. Behind me, there is smoke and destruction everywhere. We have an eyewitness with us ready to answer questions about the attack. So tell us, did you see what happened and what was it like?
I was manning an AA gun to help defend us from the attack, but there were too many planes to take them all down. It was like a swarm of locusts. They covered the entire sky. All I could hear was explosions, gunfire, and screaming. It was deafening. There was suffering all around me.
We had reports from other sources that there was kamikaze attacks. Why did they do this?
The Japanese bombers fly themselves into a target, killing themselves and their target once they had no weapons left or were going down anyways. It was considered dishonorable to the Japanese if you returned with defeat, and they thought that dying was better than losing.
I couldn't imagine the noises from the scene. Do you know for sure that they were Japanese planes?
Yeah, they had big orange dots on the planes. It was definitely the Japanese.
Were Americans ready for this attack?
The base was not ready at all. We were trained to always be ready for attack, but we never expected them to arrive so soon.
Do we have an accurate account for the dead, even an estimate?
Not really, but we guess it would be close to at least 1,500 dead. I saw a lot of my best friends die in front of me.
I am very sorry for your friends. How many U.S. ships were destroyed in the conflict?
Thank you. We have counted about 15 sunken ships so far, but we expect more.
What could this mean for the Americans? Do you think they will enter the war?
Thank you for helping us get to the bottom of what happened.
You're welcome.
This will most likely get the Americans involved in the war, as the Japanese are allies of the Axis, except a formal declaration that states that the Americans will go to war with the Japanese and the rest of the Axis. We are going back now to Cody that will give us the latest information and update on the scene.
Thank you, Grace. This, as we just heard about, was a massive assault and conflict on U.S. soil. We got an accurate estimate during the conversation with an eyewitness. There was a report of 2,403 dead on the scene. There could be many more. 18 U.S. battleships were destroyed, and because of the attack being led by Japanese, this will most likely induce conflict for the Americans in the worldwide war that is happening and starting in Europe, and maybe introduce a new front in the war, and the Americans will probably send soldiers to both Europe and the Pacific Front in Japan. This is Cody from CNN.